Hi, and welcome back to another gameplay video. Whoa!
Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything.
Last time we...
Everything is mutating. And I haven't even moved.
We got a lot of stuff. And,
I don't understand anything.
We found the medical center, but it was heavily guarded. And we tried to get down to the sewers through a manhole cover or get into the suicide park, but don't have the means for that right now. So trying to get into car.
I don't quite see how I could use this here.
Nope. And I guess there's nothing more in here. Let's see here.
While not in the best shape, this wood is still too hard to break with the protruding bed spring.
Okay. So that's not the right way to go around this. And we can't go in there again, I guess. Or... no, I don't want to try that now. See here. Go back over to these guys. See if they like shiny things.
It's just a handful of glass shards. I don't think anyone could be very interested in them.
Hey, where do you think you're going, pal?
Let me into the van. I just want to talk to Rose for a few minutes.
Of course, it's none of our business what you want to do with her. But if you go into the van, you gotta pay the price.
Okay. Still can't do anything there, so just trying up here. Hi again.
It doesn't seem like a good idea. A piece of wood with a handwritten sign. Closed for public health reasons. Judging from the handwriting and the spelling mistake, I assume the author of the message was one of those animals in uniform. A piece of wood. It's a wooden plank with a badly written message. Why would anyone want that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Those boys are expecting some type of reward for completing the mission, and I don't think they're going to find this very exciting. I don't think Those boys are expecting, and I don't think... Those boys are expecting, and I don't...
Okay.
Those boys are, and I don't...
So we need to find a reward as well. Guess we
Better
can't
not.
go.
Knowing what's inside that room, I have no interest in going in.
Okay. Maybe the bartender or someone knows anything about that poster.
I'm not going to give it to anyone. Then I wouldn't have it anymore.
I don't want you to give it, I want you to ask about it.
I'm not going to give... Although, it could also be that my faulty memory is playing tricks on me.
Let's see if he knows anything
Hello
more.
again. What can I get for you?
I'm not really interested in buying anything. I prefer to hold on.
Okay.
The cable's too high. I can't reach it from here.
So we need something to reach higher.
I'm not gonna give it, although
Let's see here.
it doesn't seem like a good idea. The drum is already giving off enough heat. I don't see any need to stoke this fire anymore.
Let's see. Look into the window.
It's good old Rod, the person who's been taking care of me all this time. He's waiting for me to find the medicine for his son's disease. He promised to restore my identity if I do. It gives me the chills to think that he's putting Colin's life in my hands. A box that used to hold Danish butter cookies. Probably the one mentioned in the notebook I found in the trailer's oven. God forgive us, but there's no future for us without him, was written there. Colin's mother. I can't imagine her anguish watching her son's life slipping away without being able to do anything. It's Colin, but dissolved. It's shocking to see one up close. I'm ashamed to admit that I'm afraid of catching it, but I'm glad there's a pane of glass between us right now. Now I understand why this window hasn't been cleaned. It gives Rod and his family some privacy without raising suspicions about the boy's illness. Besides, that glass looks pretty thick. The boy's cries can't be heard from outside.
Okay, so we got some more information. Let's get back then. See if they have any more information. Probably not.
I don't mean to bother you, but could I ask you a few questions?
Hey, it seems like we have a nosy rat in the camp.
Oh,
I won't bother you anymore.
Get lost.
okay. So get down here.
It looks like there was... And what are they...
See if we can get down there.
This plank doesn't quite fit anywhere. Use this here? How?
I don't know.
Best not to waste time trying to nail this here. I don't think I'd gain anything by using this here.
Okay, so there's nothing to do here at all. So it must be something up here then. I wonder if the ceremony is done by now.
Did we do it?
No.
Are we the guilty ones?
We still have the sculpture. See here. Let's put the plank on the sculpture.
Let's see.
Did
If I
we
wedge one of
do
the
it?
ends of the
Are
plank under the
we
statue's
guilty
pedestal,
ones?
the other part will rest directly on the base of the toppled column.
So we are trying to get some attention, eh?
Did we do it? Are we the guilty ones? We're waiting, Lord. Did we do it? Illuminate us. Send us a sign with your just and vengeful arm. Is this our fault? Listen! It's the fiery breath of God. The Lord has sent us his sign. And I was right. It is all our fault. We did it, and we have aroused his fury.
But what the hell's going on here?
Look, that's the sign. Forgive us, Lord. Forgive us. Repent, all ye sinners.
It's the atmospheric phenomenon I've been hearing so much about. That infernal sound coming from the crack in the sky. It's terrifying.
That is the sign. We did it. Forgive us, Lord. Forgive us. My children, God has spoken to us with his darkest voice. Haven't you heard him? But there's still time. All is not lost. We still have time. Salvation lies in the place where it all began, in the ruins, at the source. We must return to the ruins of the temple. We must return. We must.
Okay. More jagged pieces.
Well, look at that. Next to this enormous hunk of glass, the colored glass shards I picked up earlier look ridiculous. I'd better get rid of them.
Okay. See here. There we have reverent. We have those. So now we can talk to him. I guess we can't do much up here, so let me check what.
This is a stone fragment that served as a fulcrum for my lever. Physics and religion in peaceful coexistence, and with no need to burn anyone at the stake.
So that's good then. Let's talk to him. Let's see what he
Hello.
has to say.
I heard your sermon and...
Yeah, God has shown us his sign. He has finally spoken to all of us. With his thunderous voice, he has revealed the unknown. We did it. It's all our fault. We did it. But there's still time. All is not lost. There's still time to avoid it. The head of the lion above the flames. It holds the key to everything.
Okay. But what is it we did?
But what is it we did?
Time's the will of God. It is his heart and his hammer. The centuries and the ages belong solely to him. The celestial empire is a divine clock. Time rotates around God. Its hands are his angels and archangels. Now I see it all clearly. How could we have been so stupid? Our arrogance had enraged him. That's what we did.
This man is definitely crazy. Nothing he says makes any sense.
I beg you, leave my
Or does
brother in
it?
peace. He's very upset.
We did what? I'm sorry, but I don't understand the word you just said.
We did what? I'm sorry, but I didn't understand a word you just said.
We sullied his name. We didn't know that each second is a drop of Christ's blood, and that only he can reign over the interval, over the infinite mysticism of the fragment. Only he can reign over time with his incandescent omnipotence. And we were unable to see it. And now he is enraged, and we're to blame. That's what we did.
Okay. What signs are you referring to? Tell me. What is it that we can still prevent?
Tell me, what is it that we can still prevent?
The wrath of God, the destruction of man. There's still time. We did it, but we still have time. The key is in the ruins of the temple. We have to find the ruins of the temple. Look for the head of the lion above the flames. Bring me the head of the lion above the flames while there's still time.
But this church is already in ruins. It hardly has any walls or a foundation left. You're already in the ruins of the temple.
No, you're mistaken. Bring me the head of the lion above the flames.
That's enough. Stop tormenting my brother. He's exhausted.
The head of the lion above the flames? That sounds absurd. It makes no sense.
Okay. Just a
What
sign.
signs are you referring to?
The dark angels of God clamor madly through the open wound that is bleeding the kingdom of heaven dry. Haven't you heard? They were speaking with a thunderous voice. God is furious. That is his sign.
I suppose in his delirium, the man has mistaken that strange sound coming from the gash in the sky left by the great wave as a sign from the heavens. He's definitely lost his mind.
Please be so kind as to leave us in peace. Can't you see that my brother is very agitated?
I assume you're referring to the atmospheric phenomenon in the sky caused by the Great Wave.
No, no! It's the stench of human arrogance that made the gears of the gates of hell grind. And now they're opening up like a festering wound to swallow us all. Can it be that you haven't heard it? That is his sign.
Okay.
Excuse me, but I don't think that was a divine sign.
We've lacerated the sacred skin of the shroud God enveloped us in. We've betrayed him. We've stabbed him with our infinite arrogance. And you can see the mark etched on the heavens. Through that gash, Lucifer has shattered our name from on high. Satan is calling each and every one of us by name. Can't you hear it? That is his sign.
Okay. So we have to get
I
everything out
still
of
don't
this.
understand what it is we did.
Each cycle is a fluorescent gust of God's will, don't you see? Can't you see it? He reigns over the days and the hours from the inscrutable luminescence of his dwelling place. And we are just instants that slip through his fingers. Time is his, and his alone. And we tried to wrest it from him. That's what we did.
Okay, so if I ever find a lion's head above a flame, I get it. In the ruin of the temple, and I guess this is not the ruin of the temple, so let's leave this place.
I think it's best that I leave you in peace.
Yes, leave my brother in peace.
There's still time. There's still time. Bring me the head of the lion above the flames.
Yeah, you have said that. So we got another part. See here. Bring him the head of the lion above the flames. Reverend Blake is even crazier than I thought. Let's see here. Can't talk to any of those. See no flames, except these small candles. And no lions either, so it's not in here, probably. So I wonder if you can use some of those this shard to get the subway
What for?
sign.
I'd only end up breaking the glass, or even worse, cutting my hand with it.
Okay. That's not what I thought. I guess we can't use it with the padlock either. Oh. Didn't mean to click there.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Okay. So let's get back to the sewer then. So if you like this content, please give it a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers!